Hey guys, welcome back to the Rechargeable YouTube channel. For this video, we're going to check out this Hosmart wireless motion alert system. I'm going to mount it in my driveway so I get a heads up when someone's coming around. And I picked this up actually quite a while ago on Amazon, just haven't had a chance to mess with it. But I've had one of these in the past, and it's just incredibly useful. I like getting a few second head start knowing someone's about to knock on the door. Is it just a package, or do I need to grab my baseball bat? Which one is it? The funny thing is, look at this package. Wireless motion alert. It also says quarter-mile range on the box, but the Amazon listing right in the title says half-mile range. So, between a quarter and a half mile. I'll link the Amazon page down below, and the same page actually has different configurations. You can see I have one receiver and one sensor here, but you can get up to 4 sensors on one receiver. So this thing comes with a rechargeable 18650 battery right in there, which is awesome. The one I had before just used AA batteries, and they lasted a while, but you would have to change them from time to time. The instructions say that this 18650 can last up to 1 year without having to be recharged. Obviously that depends on how much it's being used, but that's awesome if it can do that. So you charge it at the bottom here with a micro USB. Now if you notice, we have 2 switches on the back here. The one on the right says channel 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is, like I said, this can control up to 4 different sensors. So you would obviously just switch it to whichever one you want it to be. And then on the left, you have high, medium 1, medium 2, and medium low, and that's the sensitivity of the infrared sensor. So high sensitivity says it goes up to 40 feet away, and I believe low is only 10 or 15 feet away. And it uses infrared, so that's going to be heat. So in theory, just leaves and wind and things like that won't trigger your motion sensor. It has to be something that causes heat, a human, an animal, an engine from a vehicle. All these things can trigger your motion activation, which is nice because it eliminates at least a majority of the false alarms. Now if we look at the receiver, we already talked about the 4 lines. You have power on and off. You have a light for if the battery is low. You can turn the volume up and down. You have a power button. There's where it plugs into a micro USB to power it. The back also has a battery door, so you can use AA batteries to run this. It says the receiver will only last about 2 weeks using the AA batteries, so it's more of a backup power source like an old school alarm clock would have. I guess maybe new alarm clocks too, but who still has like a nightstand alarm clock? Just use your phone. Anyway, the only thing I kind of don't like is, why is the charge port at the top? You have a nail hole if someone wanted to hang it on a wall, but then their cord's sticking out the top. I would imagine most people would rather it come out the bottom. But I guess if it's sitting on a desk like this, you want it out the top. Whatever. And then you can move the antenna around all you want. Some other pieces you get: the mounting hardware. Here's the back plate for that once you get it all situated. This is the part you mount on a wall, and this is a little hood, I'm guessing to protect it from rain and other things. Actually, the last one I had broke fairly quickly because I've had a couple of them, and it wasn't waterproof. How stupid is that? It's a driveway alarm. That other one was actually marketed as a driveway alarm, where this one's just a wireless motion alert. But anyway, it's not waterproof. What the hell? This is crap. Let me show you real quick before we go mount this thing. You can turn that sucker on. And then so that's what your chime sounds like. Now let's go mount it and test it out in a real life situation. One thing I noticed when putting this thing back together to put outside, and I got the 4 screws back on for the cover, and then this thing sits like so. And you get this little half round thing, it's going to drop in like that. And then that screw is going to tighten in, and that's going to hold it all together, right? Well, these are the screws that you're supposed to use to mount it to something. I don't know about you, but what's that going to hold? I was going to screw this to a tree. You think that's going to work for a second? Hell no. So you may need to be prepared for your own screws. All put together, you can see the red light flashing. I'm not sure why, the instructions really didn't say anything. I don't know if that's just to tell you that it's working. It kind of makes me feel like that's a low battery thing, but when I have the charge cable plugged in, at first a blue light would come on, and then the blue light stopped, and it was just this thing, so I don't know. It was working, so I guess we'll just put it up there and test it out. But it's your little hood, a little back plate. Go get some screws, screw it to a tree. Mounted on our tree, aiming at the driveway. Now we could have a little bit of trial and error because I want it to go off when something goes down the driveway, but I do not want it to go off when something's in the road. And I meant to turn down the sensitivity, but then I put the whole thing together and I forgot, so we're just going to hope this works. We might have to aim it down. The red light appears to be when it senses motion. Worked good, but you noticed when that truck came down the road that it went off. So I did tilt it down a little bit more. Hopefully it's a downward angle to where it can't get the road. It has that sensitivity switch that if I have to, I can adjust. But it doesn't matter. It works. That's what's important. I want to do one more test. I'm going to set you guys up right here. See, we got some buildings in the way. Going all the way over here. Now, I don't know exactly how far away you are, but the front of my property to the back is 300 feet, and then we're going a little left or right. But that tree is right there. So we're as far away as probably anyone would realistically use this item. I'm going to go walk over there, and we'll see if you guys hear a chime. There it is, guys, the Hosmart wireless motion detector. I'm pretty happy with it. I'll leave a link down below if you want to give it a shot. Thanks for watching. Give the video a like. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. I'll see you guys next time.